Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to episode 5 of BurghTakes. I'm your host, Caleb, joined by my two co-hosts, Miles and Logan. How we doing? Hey, obviously we're in college. The semester's rolling down. How we doing with the grades? We keeping up? We getting A's and B's? Logan,
Keeping up, keeping busy.
I'm doing great.
you better, you better.
We're getting it done. That's
Hey,
all
that's
that
all that.
matters.
You're right. You're right.
Pushing through.
Getting
Perseverance.
getting into the podcast, talking like we always do. We start with the Pirates. The Pirates last episode, we said there was a big 7-game conference series against the Cardinals and the Reds. Starting with the Cardinals, game 1, Dustin May hit the mound for the Cardinals, pitching 6 innings, 7 hits. Only gave up 2 earned runs. Solid outing from him. The Pirates had a bullpen game. We had 5 players on the mound. Dotel got pretty much the majority of the start with 4 innings pitch, 0 earned runs, 3 Ks, and then it went down to Dennis Santana when he came in the game. He gave up 4 earned runs. Not like him at all. Pirates couldn't really get much going after that. O'Hearn and Jake Magnum only got 2 RBIs for us. And Nick Gonzales also he had 3 hits as well, but we couldn't get runs on the board. Cardinals won 4-2. How do we think about the first game going into the new series?
Just a sign
Honestly,
of things to come in that series. I mean, it was really a terrible way to start off the series with Santana looking out of form. Well, pretty much in form for how he's looked this season, but just a rude awakening for what those games were. And we'll get into that series, but was not a great clash with the Cardinals this 4 games it was.
Yeah, seeing Santana go out there and, just basically throw the game away, it was not fun. And Miles, like you talked about it, like you said you didn't trust him and all that. I'm starting to get on that train with you now, and it's just like I don't really know what we do with it. Like, I mean, he's still good, but like, whenever you have games like that against the Cardinals, it's like, can't really have that.
Yeah, going into game 2, Kyle Lee got the mound. 5 innings pitched, 9 hits, only gave up 3 earned runs. Braxton Ashcraft also got the mound, and Hunter Barco. They had an awful game. Combined, Ashcraft gave up 6 earned runs. Not like him at all. He's been really good, solid, but just not like him at all. Bad start for him. And then Barco, we called him back up. I think that when he came to that game, he landed at like 6:15 p.m. for that game or whatnot. So it was a late landing. He gave up. He just wasn't ready. He gave up 5 earned runs, and couldn't really. It was kind of a lot of back and forth game. O'Hearn had 2 hits for 2 for 4, 3 RBIs, a home run. Cruz also had a home run, and then struggling pitching by the Pirates. Pretty much we couldn't hold up with Cardinals when it came to their hitting, and we lost 11-7. So we're down 0-2 in the series. Going into game 3, though, Bubba Chandler got the mound. Also, it was an okay inning, okay start, but he gave up 3 earned runs. Solid effort by the Pirates, but we couldn't really get the job done. We fall 5-4 against the Cardinals, and we are 0-3 against the Cardinals. Going into game 4, Hunter Dobbins gets the mound, 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, 3 earned runs. Paul Skeens and Isaac Matson didn't do good at all. Paul Skeens gave up 4 earned runs and then 5 earned runs by Isaac. And then again, just the Pirates pitching just struggled again, and we couldn't keep up with the Cardinals hitting, and they win 10-5. And Cardinals just take sweep series 4-0. Going into the Reds, how do we think about how we played against the Cardinals?
Shit.
Yeah,
Like, it just did
Clearly.
not look good. We couldn't keep up with them offensively, and it was just they pretty much massacred us. Like, that's the way I see it.
Yeah, and Jordan Walker's been he's been awesome. I have him on my fantasy baseball team, and I obviously watch him a lot,
God,
obviously, and he's been insane for the Cardinals this year. And also JJ Weatherholt too. He's been solid too.
yeah.
He's
Yeah.
been really good too.
Dude,
Going
I
into
mean, whoa. Before you talk, go into the next series, I want to talk about the Pirates pitching. They couldn't keep it in the goddamn park. There was so many home runs. I mean,
yeah,
I didn't really keep up with the games, but on my notifications on my phone, every single run that I saw was a home run. It was just they could not keep that shit in the park. I don't know what's going on with that, but maybe it's that young pitching coach. I don't know.
yeah, it wasn't good at all. I mean, every person that pitched this week did not have a good outing at all. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
our bullpen game was fine. It's just Dennis Santana gave up those 4 earned runs, but other than that, just Paul Skeens just was everyone was on Paul Skeens. Nothing really going with the hitters. Going into the Red Series, Brady Singer gets the mound. 4 earned runs he gave up, and also Zach Maxwell also was in the mound for the Reds, and he also gave up 4 earned runs. Mitch Keller got the mound again and did get another good win from him. He had 7 innings pitched, 1 earned run, and 6 strikeouts. Henry Davis also went yard twice in this game. He went 2 for 3. Good to see him go yard. Bryan Reynolds also went yard as well, and Ozuna as well. And then Pirates just answered back, put up 9 runs. We won 9-1 in that first series. Going into that first series, good comeback from the Pirates. Good wake up call, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Going into game 2, Louder got the mound. He gave up 8 earned runs, and Carmen as well got the mound. Gave up 5 earned runs. He did have 10 strikeouts, just not much going. I thought Carmen could have played better, but Reds couldn't really find the zone this game, pretty much giving the Pirates a load of runs. Konnor Griffin went 4 for 5. Ozuna went 3 for 5. O'Hearn went 2 for 4, and the Pirates put up 17 runs. We won 17-7. Any thoughts on that game? Bigger. I mean, I think the Reds set the record for like the most walks in the yeah.
Tied it
Most
for most walks in a
consecutive
row.
walks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not good at all. But that pretty much just was the game. I think it was like the game was over in like I think the second inning. I think we were up like we had 8 runs already.
The first 3 innings took like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's how bad it was.
I think Nick Gonzales had at-bat number 4 by the 4th inning.
Yep.
Which
Yeah,
is
that's
insane to think about.
Like I mean that game Konnor Griffin going 4 for 5. I mean Konnor Griffin's he's been playing well lately. We talked about it in earlier episodes where he needed to find his swing, and I think he's finally starting to find it. And you'll see that average creeping up, and I just think he's going to get better as time goes on. To be honest with you, as he's finding that swing.
Yeah, I agree. Going into game 3, our last game, Chase Burns hit the mound. I know, Miles, you were very highly on Chase Burns this year. He went 7 inning pitches, 0 earned runs, had a really solid outing. 7 innings, 7 strikeouts as well. Ashcroft did get the mound again. Great inning from him. Went 7 innings, 0 earned runs, and 6 solo strikeouts. Pretty close game. It was kind of just a pitching duel, and just all the hitters were just pretty much slow this game. No one really heating up, the Reds or the Pirates. But O'Neal Cruz did get a single that did send Konnor Griffin home, and we got the win 1-0. And Pirates sweep the series against the Reds. Pirates woke up, I guess, solid. I guess, I felt like we should have done better in the Cardinal series, but I guess it's good that we swept this
100%.
series against the Reds.
I mean, you can't drop that series against the Cardinals, to be honest with you, especially we keep talking about how good this division is. You cannot be getting swept. I mean, it's good that we bounced back and we swept the Reds, who are now in second place because we swept them. But it's just you can't be getting swept by the Cardinals, especially whenever they were below us before that, or they were right above us. I'm pretty sure, whatever it is, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
we were tied for when that last episode. We were in third place.
Yeah.
Before that
I completely
series.
agree. Those losses are really going to hurt you when you're a team that hasn't been in the playoffs in a while, and you're just trying to fight for one of those wild card spots, presumably. You got the Brewers, you have the Cubs, who are, 2 great teams. It seems like the Cardinals are going to be one of those bottom of the, NL Central teams. And when we go in there and lose 4 early games, that's going to, really hurt the record whenever standings are kind of tight. And whenever it's going to come to the end of the year and we're looking at where we're at, I think we can really attribute those 4 games to a really, really missed position and missed opportunity.
Yeah, especially it's conference games. You got it. Like those games are key.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's super key. And we said that last episode. Like this was a very big 7-game stretch. But going on to the positive, though, like you said, Logan, Konnor Griffin is finding it. His last 7 games, he's batting .370, 10 hits. Reynolds is also playing well as well, over 300 average. And Nick Gonzales also stepping up as well. He's over 400 average. And then Brandon Lau has a pretty strong on-base percentage. So we're playing all right. It's just I think the biggest thing of this 7-game series was just our pitching. We couldn't really just give our hitters a chance. I mean, yeah, our hitters should, put up runs, but it's hard when pitchers are not giving us a lead when it comes into those innings, in those deep innings. But But I think if we just get back, I mean, Paul Skeens had a terrible outing, so it sucks that he couldn't give us that win, especially it's usually Skeens, Keller, and Ashcraft that usually gets us those wins. So, but I think moving forward, we're going to go against the series with the Diamondbacks and the Giants. They're also not playing well as well. Like, they're not playing well. And then we go to the Rockies. So those teams are not playing well. So it's 50-50 games, and those are games we have to take advantage of. And we are last place in our division. Cubs still lead the division, Reds, Cardinals, Brewers, and then it's us. So big wake-up call. Got to start winning games, especially to keep competitive, and we need to we just need to win these series. Against these three teams, you got to win the series. That's a positive, and that's a positive that we need to take going into these series. And if we do win this series, I think we can be happy about it. Any thoughts?
We're still fighting. That's the thing.
I think you got to look even a little bit further. I mean, even that Philadelphia series, we talked about it a few episodes back.
Yeah.
Like, they would be a daunting task, but look where they're at.
Yeah.
I mean, you need to be looking for that as some positive momentum. It was even like, hey, let's keep it going. That seems like that's a few easy wins up there in the schedule.
Yeah, they just fired their manager, so that was shocking, I guess. But
It was.
I will also continue to say that I think we can compete with any team in MLB right now. Like, honestly, that's just, like, we just need to go through this next run, and we need to win at least, like, 70% of these games. Like, we can't be dropping these games. We need to win all these series. We can't be losing series if we want to be in a prime position to win playoffs and make the playoffs.
yeah, I mean, Triola's going to come back. I believe soon he got called up, so he should be making a return pretty soon.
He did.
And
He'll bring some defensive versatility, and I really like that they are going to be fully healthy here coming soon. It's just about putting the pieces together, like Logan said, and I think I think it's only a matter of time. But what were you about to say there, Caleb?
no, I was just like I said before, it's just get our pitching back in routine and we can win games. I mean, I still believe we have at least a top 12 pitching rotation. It's just when they just are dialed in, I think we could be top 12 in the league for sure. Especially just Ashcraft. I know he had that one bad game, but I think in a couple episodes, I really speak highly about him and I really like him. So it's just Carmen and Bubba that needed.
Didn't he go 7 innings today? With
he
like
did.
80
Like,
pitches,
yeah.
like that was efficient pitching, man. Like I mean,
he came back.
They only took him out because they wanted that the pitching matchup, which I mean, it worked out, but I feel like you really didn't need to take him out there. But I mean, still, great out.
But that seven inning pitches are usually like the cutoff point when you want to take out a pitcher. That's usually how it is now.
He still had like 80 pitches. That's my opinion. That's just what I've seen.
That's
like
true.
he was still going efficiently. But I mean, I do understand wanting the matchup.
Yeah, he bounced back because he gave up those 6 earned runs, so good for him. I just think Carmen and Bubba just need to step it up. They haven't been; those two have been our weakest points in this roster when it came to pitching in our rotation.
I don't think the bullpen. The thing that I think you guys have touched on is like, yeah, the rotation could be top 12, and when that is, we could be a top 12 team. But I think the bullpen might be bottom 12.
I agree.
For sure.
That's been our problem for the past couple of years.
And I think a lot of times when it comes to, yes, Bubba and who is the other one? Sorry, it's blank in my mind. Would you say Bubba? Bubba and Carmen haven't been good. But a lot of times I don't think the guys entering either have been better. So a lot of times those games have already been gone.
Yeah. Hey, like we said, if we just keep winning series, I think we can put ourselves in a good shot in our division. But when we play divisional games, like you have to, like, you can't get swept. Like I know Cardinals are really good and they're hot right now, but especially our number one pitcher Paul Skeens, and you can't get a win. Like you got to lock in, brother. You got to lock in, brother.
I mean, you got to agree with Miles though. I feel like whenever the pitching doesn't come in and literally shut them down and not allow them to score like any runs. If they score more than like 5 runs and our offense isn't doing good, you can pretty much chalk that game up whenever the bullpen comes in. It's just really an issue, so I feel like that's probably something we need to figure out when the trade deadline comes around, but I don't really know how you guys feel about that or what you think we should do.
I honestly don't
Yeah.
even know who would even be. I
I
would
mean,
have
yeah,
to
we
look
don't
more
know who's
into.
available yet, but I mean, I just wondering if you guys think that is what we should be looking
Well, I
forward
think
to.
before we even started these, I don't know if we talked about it episode one at all. That I felt like we should have got a third baseman. I felt like that was our key piece
Oh
that
yeah,
we were missing. I still
yeah,
think that's true.
yeah.
Um,
I do agree.
I
I
think
feel like
I just think getting one more bat in that lineup would be perfect. Like I said, Nicky G's playing better. Ozuna, he's all right. He's not as what we thought he would be. And then just the
serviceable.
O'Hearn, Lau, and Reynolds, and like you said, Griffin's also getting on base. So I just think getting one more key piece that can bat pretty well and get clutch hits and get RBIs. I think that's the guy we need. I don't know who that is, but I think maybe
I
you
don't
look
know.
more into the infield. I don't know.
I mean, even
I
Davis has
want
been
to
finding his
agree.
stroke these past couple games. I mean,
Yeah.
I do still think we do need another bat because I don't think he'll keep that up. To be honest,
For sure.
I want to agree, but it's almost like I feel like it's like almost like the too many cooks in the kitchen. Like a third baseman, like you're already playing Nicky G out of position at that spot. Like what do? Do you move Nicky G to shortstop, put a natural third baseman who has the bat, and then move KG to outfield, and then move
You
mix
get
match
rid
even
of
more?
yeah, it's
you get
moving
rid
too
of
many
Jared
people.
Triolo. You trade.
I
You
agree.
trade
You can get rid of Joey Trullo, but then you still got the infield of Lau, Horowitz, who Horowitz isn't batting badly, KG, and then Nicky G. So then you get that natural third baseman. Somebody has to move to the outfield. I'm presuming that's KG. And then you move Cruz to right. O'Hearn, what happens to him? What happens to Reynolds? What happens to the DH spot? Oh, there goes Ozuna. I just think it's too many things that are, you know, potentially going wrong that I do think, yeah, maybe we could have used a third baseman. But I think at this point, like, things are going well. I don't think the lineup is necessarily the thing that we got to look like, hey, maybe we wish we should have had this. I think we could really look at that bullpen and say, hey, we wish we had David Bednar closing out games. And that's completely beyond me.
As much as I hate to say it,
I don't hate to say it. I don't think these prospects that we got are going to make a tangible impact on this lineup. But I think David Bednar, or I don't know, shoot, any of these closers that we might be able to get would
How
make an
good is
actual
David
difference.
Bednar right now with the Yankees? Is he
I
their
mean,
number one closer, or is
yeah,
it
he's their
what's his
one-
name?
3.28, 3.29 ERA. I mean, bless you.
So
Like,
if we
3.29
kept
ERA,
Bednar,
so
if we kept Bednar, we wouldn't obviously have Soto or who would you even? So you think like we just need Bednar? We need a better
I don't see
closer.
why we wouldn't have both of those. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why we wouldn't have both of those. It's not like the Yankees signed Bednar and gave him an extension. He's on the exact same contract he is right now. Or he was, basically. Like, he is still under club control. I don't think it would be necessarily our relievers aren't a bank-breaking thing. We already paid all these other guys. I just think it would have been a nice investment.
Yeah, I don't know if Bednar would be that big of a piece if we kept him. Like, I don't think he would have like contributed hella wins for us, or like a guy that like I just still think Santana. I think it's more of not. I don't even think it's Santana and Soto. Yeah, Santana gave up those earned runs. Soto gives up home runs, can't close out games. He always gives up a run or whatnot. But I just think you get like another relief pitcher. I don't like what's his name. I don't like Justin Lawrence. I don't like Montgomery's
I agree
all
there.
right. I just think someone that can go beyond one inning, go like a 3 or 4 inning guy that can get in there. I think that's the guy I think we need, and I think everyone can agree with that. But Bednar, yeah, I'm not. Hey, Bednar is. Hey, he's from Pittsburgh. I'm not big on Bednar, but he is an all-star, so it speaks for itself. Any
But
other thoughts
I
on?
want to continue with what you just said there. I agree with that. It almost is kind of like the Pirates need a flex starter, like that guy who could go more than 4 innings in the bullpen, or pick up like Ashcraft, Bubba, Majinski, Keller. Someone's gonna get hurt. Someone's gonna miss a day. Like, we need to be able to throw someone in and have a bullpen day, and it just doesn't feel like Dotel or anyone
just
we
gonna say-
start with is
I was
going
just
to
gonna
be
say
comfortable.
Dotel's our only guy, and he's a rookie, and he can go. He
Yeah.
can be pretty solid when he has a good command. But yeah, there's no one else. But yeah, that's a long way to look at trade deadline. But I just think the main thing. Like you said, I don't think our hitters are fine, and you make a good point about like if we do get a hitter, where do we put where do we put Trillo, where do we put Nicky G, and that makes total sense because we could just be in a jam of if we get a third baseman, where are we going to play those guys? Someone's just going to have to be on the bench. So it'll just be interesting. It's just we just got to keep winning games and just try and stay competitive in this competitive division right now because hey, it's super close right now, and us losing those 4 games to the Cardinals really hurt us. So hopefully we pick it up against the Diamondbacks and the Giants and the Rockies, and then Phillies when it gets to it. Moving away from baseball though, last episode NFL draft was here. Super exciting. Miles, you wanted to talk about training camp position battles, I heard.
Yeah, I sure did. I mean, I feel like acquisitions, the dust is kind of settled on, what's going to come in and out. I feel like we have a rough idea of what the Steelers are going to look like. I mean, this time last year, I think the lineup was pretty similar. You maybe saw like a few practice squad guys come in, maybe a few special teamers. I really just had a few ideas of what position groups battles you guys maybe see emerging. I could see, maybe starting tight end battle between Washington or Freiermuth. I don't think Muth has potentially been good enough. And I think Washington has had a great season last year, and it feels like everyone really has a lot of potential in him. So I feel like that's where we should start.
He just gets the ball too much. Like there's not Matt Pryor didn't even get the ball last year. Am I wrong?
I was gonna
Washington got majority of the ball.
I was gonna say, is Washington better, or was it a product of how Arthur Smith was using him? Because Arthur Smith did not want to use Pat Freiermuth, and I mean, they had the game where he was pretty much the only person who was scoring for us against the Bengals last year. Where I mean, like that's just, I feel like Freiermuth is one of those guys that you can use more. He is a guy that is good, but it's just Arthur Smith didn't use him. I want to see him be used by a guy like Mike McCarthy who can maybe figure him out and maybe use him more than just a blocking tight end, because he's so much more than that, and that's how Arthur Smith saw him, and that's how more I see Darnell Washington. But Darnell still can be an effective threat, but I think that is a battle that you could be looking at. I do agree, but I still think Freiermuth can be effective. It's not going to be like Darnell wipes him out.
You think they're still going to be splitting? I agree that you still won't see a true number one. You think Muth is going to see more of an emergence this year?
I think so. I mean, I think they'll use him more. I hope so, at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope so too. I think we've seen everything that Darnell Washington can do last season because he got the ball majority of the tight end position. We saw everything that he could do. He can do it. I mean, the dude is what 6'7", 300 something pounds, and can catch the ball and run routes. I mean, the dude is a monster. But there's not going to be no bona fide star at the tight end position. But I think Freiermuth, I hope he gets the ball more because he truly is. He's a solid tight end. Like I think he's a good tight end. Position you were going to say something? You weren't? I thought you were going to say something.
Fuck it. No, you go ahead.
I was going to say QB position, though, Will Howard and Drew Allar, how that's going to look out. Will Howard, I think on last episode, he said he's ready to play, and I talked about that. He was very confident. He's confident in his ability, especially what he learned from Aaron Rodgers. So
that's the elephant in the room, though.
It's like, is Aaron going to return? Is Aaron going to return? Is Aaron going to return? But also, if Aaron returns, do we keep Mason Rudolph and then we just have a third? Like,
hell no.
That's what I'm asking. What do you think?
Get Mason out of here. It's been too long. It's like, I get it. It's like, okay, you might want to have that experienced backup, but like, I mean, Aaron played every game last year, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, I get that might be luck. I'm like, I don't want to jinx it for next year if he does come back. But, even if he does go down, like, give these young guys a shot, and have him be the one who's teaching. You don't need Mason Rudolph in that room. I feels like it just gets too cluttered, and then it's like, why do we even have 4 quarterbacks? You know what I mean?
Good point.
Would you consider practice squatting Will Howard, or would it be too much of a risk of letting him go somewhere else?
Well, my opinion. I would practice squad Drew Aller. I wouldn't practice squad Will Howard. But that's just my opinion on it.
Interesting.
No, I don't think you should. I think I agree. I think if Aaron Rodgers does return, I've always not liked Mason Rudolph. I was so happy when he was on the Tennessee Titans and out of the Pittsburgh organization. It's just like he just sticks around, and we're not just giving him the. I don't think he's a QB1, and he just keeps sticking around and just keep taking up a spot of a rookie. And I think Will Howard or Drew, those three should. They're gonna. It's probably gonna be Rodgers. I think Rodgers returns. We didn't talk about that.
Who
I don't know
gets
if you
the
guys think
backup
Rodgers.
nod? I agree,
think
but who gets the
Will
backup
Howard
nod?
and then Drew Aller.
I think it'll go. Yep, 1, 2, 3 like that.
But we'll see in the preseason games. You never know.
I disagree.
They should play. Both of them should play. Both of them
You
should
think
pretty
Drew
much play
Aller is
majority
gonna
of the
be
games.
Okay, Miles,
I
I
think
want to
Aller's
hear
gonna
your
get the nod.
case for Drew Aller being the backup quarterback.
So if he let me ask you another thing. If he on top of that, if he plays shit in the spring training games, the preseason games. Sorry, I keep calling it spring training.
It's
spring training.
I mean, he won't. Like, let's be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a
But if he does-
preseason
Everyone
game.
looks good in the preseason.
Like, Kenny played good in the preseason games. I think Drew Aller is going to, like, the backup position is moot. It's not like they're gonna play. Like, well, let's be honest. It's not certain, but Rodgers will be the quarterback of this team next season. Whoever gets it in might have to play, maybe throw the ball 10 times a whole season, if that. I think they're enamored with what they see in Drew Aller. I think they want him on the field. I think they want him to work, feel proud of himself, because he hasn't. And they know how weak he is mentally, because I think it's very clear that that's his problem as a football player. Is he's just, I don't know what it is. You can see it. He's just not confident out there, and I think they're going to try to do that in him. They're going to let him have these practice squads. You're going to see. Just wait till St. Vincent. You're going to see 80-yard bomb, 70-yard bomb by Drew Aller. He's going to be showing off that arm. He's going to be absolutely pumped up, and I think he's going to be the backup.
Well, that's his
Nothing
only good
matter.
trait.
Yeah.
That's the only thing he has is an arm.
Well, you know what?
Yeah,
I'm
I
here
think they're
for-
going to fast track him.
But you know what? I think a QB battle would be good in Pittsburgh. You know,
No,
I mean,
that's-
even if it's just for the backup position, you know, it's like having those guys compete against each other. If they do, one of them does become the starter in the future. I mean, you know, just like I feel like it's important for them to have that battle and for them to learn behind Rodgers and like to really set the tone. You know what I mean? Set the tone in a relationship.
So we did-
Oh,
You can
sorry.
No, I was going
It's
to switch
just
the
very
topic.
interesting lore when you think about it, because I mean, if you know a little bit about Howard, he's a PA kid. When was going to go to Penn State, they had Aller, Clifford, and now you got Aller, an Ohio kid, doesn't even want to be there, and then you got him taking the spot that Howard would have probably wanted again.
Yeah.
So I
together.
imagine that there's got to be some resentment there. There's Penn State, Ohio State, the guy who's an Ohio kid, and then the guy who's actually who wanted the Penn State job, and before he went to Ohio State.
He also wanted to be a Steeler.
He did. I think
Howard
there's a
wanted to be a
clear there's a clear character difference
I
that
think
will
it's going
emerge
to light a
there.
fire on his ass.
I agree. I almost wonder if that was part of the pick. Like, hey, we know this
Maybe.
Drew Aller guy. He's just a raw project that we need to mold and figure out. Still, we could take the risk on him because we have all these picks. But we really feel something about Will Howard. Let's let that fire in him. Because I can completely see Omar Khan thinking that he's that smart. I can
Pulling a
imagine.
fast one on.
Yeah, think he's doing something good.
You know,
So-
it might crash and burn, but I honestly think it's a good thing. I think it's a great thing.
Well, we put a hold on Aaron Rodgers, right? So we do think Rodgers returns.
Yes.
Yeah, same thing as last
Yes.
year.
I think it's just dragging it out, but it's going to happen.
No, the Q. That's the one thing I want to look at as a QB, and I'm definitely going to be going. I didn't go down last year to St. Vincent, but I'm gonna go this year. So
You
that's
got
gonna
to
be
give us the
super
fan
exciting.
experience. You got to post some
Hey,
clips
come down
on
with me,
Instagram.
brother.
I'll come. We can all do a little thing.
Live episode.
Yeah, live episode.
But another thing is offensive tackle, right? We drafted Max Anachor, and he's probably I don't know what Broderick Jones' timeline is, but I think he will probably get the start for the season. Maybe I'm assuming. Miles, you wanted to talk about offensive tackle?
Yeah, I want to imagine of where not necessarily maybe a position battle, because I do think you can consider it a position battle because Broderick Jones, you don't know what he's going to be when he gets back, but maybe see at St. Vincent's necessarily who plays their way into the left tackle role, who gets. It's not really up to them; it's more up to the coaching staff. But we have two guys who pretty much are right tackles. So I think it's just going to be very interesting to see where they get put on the line. I know we talked about it a little bit in the past, in these past episodes of where they get. We talked about it on the draft episode. But even at St. Vincent's, do you guys see them maybe playing them at both sides, or do you guys think they're coming in with, Fatuanu at left and Inachor at the right? Like, what do you guys think here? Do you guys think they really know what they're doing here? Because when it comes down to me, I really think I don't really know. I think we could see either one at either side. It doesn't feel confirmed to me.
I think they have no clue what they're doing. That's why when they picked that guy, I think Logan, you said it was like a rush pick, or someone said it about like just because when Lemon got picked, it was just a rush pick. We had no clue, and maybe we did. We have clue. We don't know. I mean, they spoke. I know. I watched the Pat McAfee show one hour, and Cowher said, "Oh, this is the guy they want. This is definitely the guy they wanted. They didn't want Lemon. Blah 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 blah. Probably PR or whatever."
It takes 7 minutes. It's like
yeah, but it's. I think it was a rush pick, and I think they probably do just play wherever they think, play both sides. I mean, it's preseason. It's preseason. Yeah. I don't think there's a bonus. I mean, I think Troy should play his primary position. I don't think you should get rid of it. I mean, Troy should play the right side, but we'll see.
I mean, we rejected Broderick Jones' 5th-year option. I think he's pretty much heading for the door soon.
But he was...
I don't know.
And he's the only natural left tackle. He seems like he's the only natural left tackle.
But he's bad at his job, isn't he, Miles?
He's getting paid a lot of money, though. I'm glad we rejected it. I'm glad you brought that up, because he was supposed to get paid, I think, $16 or $19 million. Like, he was getting paid a lot of money if we took that. And I feel like that's a lot. But also, he had some good moments and some bad moments. I didn't like him, but...
Well, he tried to kill Aaron Rodgers last year.
Yeah, very memorable moments. We'll say that.
Yeah. Maybe most memorable.
Anyone
else we think about position battles? You have any other position battles?
Yes, I wanted to move on. I wanted to move on to something fun.
What are we talking about?
It looks like it was a position that they didn't have much clarity last year. They had Cam Johnson, the Bill Burr lookalike, and then they went with Waitman almost all season, who was very good. But I believe they've signed Cam Johnson, and they've given Gabe Nwosu out of Penn State the invite for training camp. And that guy has an absolute rocket. Remember Presley Harvin of the past years ago? Maybe like 6'5", 200-some pounds. That guy wasn't that good for the Steelers. But he got a training camp offer for the Steelers this year. Gabe Nwosu, he's a much better punter than Presley was. And I believe
this guy's a punter?
He will be the... Gabe Nwosu,
Gabriel? He's a big dude.
I believe that will be the starting punter for the Pittsburgh Steelers next year. I don't think it'll be Cam Johnson. I think they'll give him to that rookie guy. I think he has a lot of upside. He has a nice, big, booming leg.
Holy fuck.
Revamping the special team unit without Danny Smith, giving it to a nice guy who can give your unit a nice identity.
No, he is, compared to Cameron Johnson side-by-side statistics, Gabe is 6'6", Cameron is 5'11".
Holy fuck.
Like, I've never seen a punter. 6'6", 313 pounds?
We might need to get this guy on the line.
How good was he for Penn State? Was he good?
He was very good. He actually went to the same high school as my girlfriend. Fun fact, but he was very good. Very big kicks. Obviously, Penn State was punting a lot, and he was actually one of the very, very bright sides. I feel like he has place kicked a few times, but it's just not really his thing.
So they just signed him. Not signed him. They just invited him. They didn't sign him.
Training camp invite, yeah. And I think you actually see a lot of shakeups when it comes to that special team unit. I know that guy Heidenreich's buddy, who is also on the Mount Lebu team, who's a long snapper, got an invite. Just maybe not punter in general. I do think you will see a mix up at that position. I just think special teams in general, you'll see a lot of new faces, and it'll be interesting to see, especially without a guy like Killebrew. Be weird to see where's the special team see.
No, yeah, I'm excited to see this guy in training camp. This guy's a monster.
He's gonna be kicking some big boots. That's
gonna be a good competition.
He's gonna be the starting punter.
That would be cool.
I don't buy that.
I actually would love to see that guy punt for the fucking Pittsburgh Steelers. That would be sick. He would be booming that shit at Acrisure, dude. Booming it.
No, that's good.
That was my position group battles that I had.
I like that. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for the new additions. I'm excited to see Pittman. I'm excited to see the safety we got out of the Bears.
Brisker,
and then the corners.
Really
the corners we got. So yeah, it's gonna be an exciting training camp. I'm definitely going to be down there, hopefully. But I'm really excited about the QB position, though. I'm really excited about Will Hart and Drew Aller. And I feel like the reason why they just picked Drew Aller was, well, not the reason, but like I just felt like they just wanted to see that competition or whatnot. But yeah, it'll be a good training camp.
It definitely was the perfect pick to light a fire under Howard. It definitely was the perfect pick to ignite a fire for both of them.
But then it's just like, it got me talking about last episode, and I want to bring it up again. It's just like, okay, then we're just not going to pick a QB next draft. And how low did that I guess not. I don't. So hopefully it works out. But yeah, I don't know. But I'm excited for that. Moving away from Steelers, though, we talked about the Penguins. Penguins are in the playoffs against the Flyers. Last episode, the Penguins are down 3-1 in the series. We go to Game 5. That's home. Great game, honestly. Very close game. Pens win 3-2. We're up 3-2 in the series, or the Flyers are up 3-2 in the series. And then we go back to Philadelphia for Game 6. Pens lose 1-0 in overtime. Pens had 42 shots on net and couldn't score one goal. And our goalie, by the way, had a great game. Some insane saves, like really good saves. I couldn't really watch much of this series, to be honest with you. I only really got to see Game 1. But I felt like watching Game 5 and Game 6, I felt like the better team lost, for sure. I felt like we played out of our asses in Game 5 and 6, and we stepped it up. But, hey, we couldn't get the job done.
I mean, that's not ridiculous to say. I mean, we talk about, you could say about Vladar and the mistakes and costly goals he had. And Logan looks like the emotions are still fresh. The wound still hasn't healed. But we talk about Dan Vladar. He had a few mistakes in that series, and ultimately there'll be clips that he'll, remember for the rest of his life. But he played amazing in that game. Offense was completely shut down, like you said, 40-some shots. Yeah.
I mean, it was just when I saw that, because I just got off work and I went and watched overtime. It was like perfect timing. And Cam York, when I went to the point and I saw the goalie move over, I was like, I don't think he can see this puck. He shot it. They scored. I was like, yeah, it's pretty much. Because I think right after that, he made a really good save right after that, and then we couldn't get out of the zone, and then they just had possession for, I think, at least like a minute or 2 minutes or whatnot, and then, they scored, and it was over.
I completely agree. I completely agree with everything you guys are saying. I mean, I 100% think in Game 6, we should have won. We should have 100. I mean, just the way it ends with Shilov making that great save, and then, like you said, you watching him at the point and seeing that shot go off and then being like, oh, you can't see it. And it's just such a weak one coming off from such long distance, and it's just... Oh, and then they played Mac Miller to celebrate that.
That is true.
That
was very true.
It just, they know what they're doing, and it hurts. And, it just, I think that if we won Game 6, we would have won Game 7. That's my opinion. But, the Canes will take care of them. So, fuck it.
Yeah, the Canes right now, they played yesterday, and they already, they won 3-0, so that series is already on the Canes side already. Yep. But going from this, though, I mean, where do the Pens go from here? We talked about Malkin. He's not even in a contract right now. Do we even re-sign Malkin? A lot of people are like, oh, this is probably Malkin's last game. I feel like they probably will get in I think they might come to an agreement. I don't know, though. I feel like way before the season started, I was like, yeah, this is probably his last season. But just seeing how he performed, I'm leaning more towards they might re-sign him. Will it be a lot of money? Absolutely not. But, Miles, you're shaking your head. You don't think?
I think it's time. I'm starting to realize my worst fears come true. That Evgeny Malkin is going to be with his best bud next season on the Washington Capitals. And you're going to see those two. You're going to see him with... You're going to see... I could see him with Ovi.
That is an outrageous take.
That's kind of crazy, I'm not going to lie.
He's friends with Ovi. Literally, that's one of the favorites of teams is the Capitals in Florida.
I think Florida, but I don't.
The Capitals.
I don't know.
I guess. Why did you see that video
I'm getting used to the idea.
Did you see a video on Instagram and they were hanging out? Is that why? You saw that video or whatnot?
Right. Listen,
hanging out with their kids.
He's KGB agent. He knows what he's doing. He's getting inside tampering. But on a real note, I do think I think him on the Capitals would make a lot of sense for the Caps. Like they've done it in the past with former, Pens, Brooks, Sherry, Hagelin. I mean, those guys aren't really that good, but still.
Hey, Hagelin won a cup with them.
True.
Sherry fucking was awesome for us. Not for them, but for us.
True. But yeah, I mean, I think he's gone. I think they should re-sign him. But I'm thinking he's gone. I don't think he aligns with what Dubas is ready to do, and I think he's fully willing to tank.
Logan?
I mean, I kind of am on the side of the UK live where he's had a great season, and I can kind of see us looking to re-sign him. But I also don't feel like we will. I feel like he kind of feels like it might be time for him to move on. So, that's kind of like his choice at this point. I would love to keep him, but it's kind of sad because I think it's going to be the beginning of the end for the big three. And, yeah, that's how I see the situation.
I mean, in the playoffs, he had 2 goals and assists. So, I mean, the stats show like he played really well, but I don't know. We'll see. I
just don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't want the big three to end, but I know it's going to come down soon, and I know Crosby's going to be the last one standing for sure before that even ends. But the Penguins going into the draft, I don't really know anyone that's in this draft, but the Penguins do have the 22nd pick. And it depends on if the Hurricanes or some other team, whatever they do in the playoffs, it depends on where that pick goes because it could be a little higher. But going past that, though, the free agents for the Penguins right now are Mantha, Skinner, Chinikov, and then our goalie, whatever his name is. How do you pronounce it?
Seelovs. Yeah, Seelovs.
I think, though, honestly, Anthony Mantha, we probably don't re-sign him. I think Skinner, we don't re-sign him. I think we sign Chinikov and then, China or whatever.
You have to sign Chinikov and Seelov.
I agree completely.
Like, Mantha did not perform in the playoffs. Skinner did not, and I just think Chinikov. He didn't really. I don't know if he put up any points, but he was out there getting shots on net. He was making shit happen. And Seelov basically gave us hope. He was the only reason we were even looking to maybe go to Game 7 with these guys. And even that goal that he let in was weak. So, I mean, I don't think this is the end of the story with us and Seelov. I think we might sign him back, and he might be starting for us next year.
Yeah, I actually completely agree. I think Seelovs is the guy next year. You see him breaking a younger guy as the backup. And I think maybe Chinikov, I completely agree, should come back. When he came in, he was a completely rejuvenating factor on that offense. You saw him put up big numbers and big highlights, and maybe those numbers kind of fallen off once he, throughout the duration of the year. But he's consistently brought energy and those quick shots, like Logan said. And when you have an older team like this, you need somebody like that who can always, find something on the net, which he can always do, and I think he's a must-keep.
Yeah, in the regular season, he was awesome, but yeah, he had donuts in the playoffs. He didn't do anything, and when it came to getting points in the playoffs, but yeah, he's a must sign. And then Mantha only had an assist, so he didn't really do much either. But also, Mantha had really good in the regular season. He did really good for us, but it just depends on how much they want and how much they get. And I think Dubas is really strict on like how he wants to assemble this roster and how much he wants to pay guys. And we have a lot of cap space, so we also have a lot of picks in the draft, so. There's a lot of options Dubas can go, and he said it. He pretty much set this team up to be successful. To be honest with you, I mean, all the signings he's had, all the draft picks he's gotten. I mean, way better than our last GM. I don't even know who our last GM.
Ron Hextall.
Yeah, Ron. He was our GM. Yeah, it's been so long, but ever since Dubas stepped in the building, completely revamped this team, and I'm excited for. Where this team goes. I mean, like we said this multiple episodes that we didn't expect any of this. So I'm excited. I don't think we're in fully rebuild mode yet.
Really?
I think we're in rebuild mode, but I think a rebuild mode is like you can't make playoffs type of rebuild. I think we're rebuilding, but we still can push for playoffs. We still can push for first round. We still can push for big games.
So
but
not rebuild, retool.
yes, that's a better word.
I get it.
Because I think rebuild is kind of like how Vancouver is right now. They sold Quinn Hughes. They couldn't really do much, and now they're probably getting a guy from Penn State.
Gavin, yeah.
Yeah, Gavin McKenna, and they're terrible. So I think that's more of a rebuild when you sell players, especially when they're high value, to get more value from them. So, all right, we'll see. Let us know in the comments what you think. But moving away from Pittsburgh sports, we didn't do bonus content last episode. We're going to do bonus content this episode. We talked about NBA playoffs. We got all the results in for the final rounds in the first round. Pistons come back from a tough series against the Magic. They win. And Detroit pulled away late. They clutched up in Game 7. That was today, I think. Right?
Yes. Yeah, Pistons Magic.
And then
was
76ers also, very good series. Like, really good series. Like, Philly, dude, their hockey team, they stole Lemon from us. And now they beat the Celtics in the playoffs. They're doing really well. One of the best series, I thought. Both teams battled really hard, and then Tatum it's tough to see him not play Game 7. But Maxey and Embiid, dude, they're like imagine they still had Jared McCain and how he was playing mid-season.
Yeah.
Like imagine they had him too. Like I don't hate on Philly.
The Knicks a run for their money. They're going to give the Knicks a run for their money.
Don't hate on Philly.
They looked really good.
Yeah. Moving into the Knicks, though, the Knicks beat the Hawks. Hawks did win that one game. That kind of scared the Knicks away, but Knicks pretty much controlled most of the series. Not even super close at all. The last, I think, game, they were like up like fucking 40 points or whatnot in halftime. Like it was completely. And just now, Cavaliers beat the Raptors. Yeah. Cavs win. I didn't even watch the game. I'm glad they won.
Looks like there's 20 seconds left. Looks like it's going to be 114 to 102 right now.
That game's over. Yep. It's over.
Yeah. Moving into the East, though, Thunder beat Suns pretty much clearly. It was a little competitive early, but Thunder took over late in the series. Lakers beat Rockets. Kevin Durant couldn't really much get healthy. He tried to, I think he played one of those games, I believe, but he couldn't really do much, and Lakers just handled business. Marcus Smart in that game. Marcus Smart, all those guys really stepped up. Who's the other shooter? The white kid, left-handed. Konnor, dude, he stepped up. Like all really the guys really stepped up. And they might, I'm not mistaken when I looked, I think Luka probably might return when they play the Rockets. I heard about Luka might be returning. Austin Reeves did return in that series. So Luka might, hey, he's doing some shots in Europe or whatnot. He might come back on the court. Next series, Timberwolves beat the Nuggets. Pretty much back and forth game. Went to Game 7, very competitive. Jokic throwing hands at Timberwolves players or whatnot. That was funny.
And very, very new beef in the NBA, which is good to see some rivalry in the NBA. But they have some real sparks.
The Spurs beat the Trailblazers. Honestly, not that I thought the Trailblazers were going to win, but they were putting up a fight. What's his name from the Trailblazers? AJ. What's his name? What's the star player on the Trailblazers? He was the main guy on the Trailblazers that was scoring all the points. His last name starts with an A. What's his name?
Oh, Denny Avdija?
Yeah, Avdija. Yeah, he was putting up like 20 points a game against the Spurs. Bro, he was good. He was good. Blazers put up a fight. He was the only guy. He was the only guy that was doing. Well, no shit. But moving into I think all of our picks were correct, right? Each of us had Pistons. Each of us, did we?
Not Boston.
I was going to get to that. Yeah, not Boston. We all were wrong. We were all wrong about Boston. Yeah, I was going to say that. Did we have Miles? You said Raptors. Raptors lost.
Yes, I did.
We did say Knicks, Thunder, Lakers. Yeah, I think we said all Timberwolves as well. And then Spurs, pretty much. You guys think Spurs are going to go a long way. Moving into the round 2 matchups, though, we got Pistons versus 76ers. Great matchup.
Tough. That's a
tough.
No. Knicks Sixers.
Oh, do I have that wrong?
Yeah, I got it.
So
it's Knicks Sixers.
It's Cavaliers and Pistons then?
Yeah, Cavs, Pistons, Knicks Sixers.
Okay. I think
the Sixers win that.
Yeah.
I think they do too. And I think the Pistons win against the Cavs. But it'll be a tough series on both of those, to be honest.
I agree. I can see both those going to 6 or 7.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I got I got I think Cavs are how good. I don't know how good Harden and Spider played today,
They're pretty
but
good. I
Mitchell's
think Donovan
playing
Mitchell got
good,
topped
but
off.
yeah.
I mean, tossed
Well, it's
out.
hard to-
I'm not gonna lie. What the?
wait, what happened? What
No,
happened?
don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Don't
Okay.
worry about it.
But I think Cavaliers beat Pistons, and I think no, I think Loki. I know you guys are on the train with 76ers, but I think Knicks pull it out. I think Knicks pull it out. I think
think
Stephen A.
it's
is going to get in the
definitely
locker
likely.
room. Stephen A. is going to get in their locker room, and he's going to tell Brunson, you know what I'm saying? Like, you better put up 30 points. And OJ Anunoby, bro, he's been playing good. Really, he's been their main guy that's been scoring points, I
He
believe.
has been, but
Like, he's
Josh
been
Hart and Macau haven't been helping.
Well, Josh Hart's he's a troll. That's all he does. But moving into the West, so you guys have 76ers and Pistons, you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm opposite. And then moving into the West, Thunder versus Lakers. And by the way, in the regular season, I think Thunder has absolutely dominated the Lakers
Yes,
throughout.
they
So
did.
hopefully it's a better series. And like I said, Luka comes back. So if Luka does come back and he actually can play through all those minutes that he's getting, that's you have the big three back together. LeBron's been playing really well. Like, honestly, just been playing. He's like 100%. He's been playing 110%. Like, he's been playing out of his mind. He's been the main guy for them, getting
I mean,
points.
someone we got to give some flowers to is DeAndre Ayton. He got a lot of jokes around his name for the past couple of months, but he's been having some big games. I think it was 18, 17, and 2. Like, him and Pau Gasol are the only two that have put up that stat line in the playoffs. I mean, he's been a beast down low, and he's been exactly what they needed.
How many games do you guys think this goes? Do you think Thunder pretty much just sweeps this series and moves on, or do we think Lakers can pull a shocker?
I'm gonna say hot take. The Lakers are taking this shit.
Wow.
I think that LeBron is gonna put an end to this reign of Shea. I think
Lakers in 5?
I don't know. I mean, I think no, not 5, not 5 at all. I mean, if they're gonna beat them, it's gonna be in 7. That's what I think.
Yeah, Thunder gets home field advantage, I think, so they get those first 2 games. So
I think
I
we
can
can
see them
see
stealing one at
Thunder.
home.
Thunder. I was going to go Lakers in 7, but now that I think about it, I'm going to say Thunder in 7. I think it's going to look like LeBron's going to be able to pull it out, but I think Game 7 is just going to be a blowout, and you're going to see like a passing of the torch a moment, even though that moment's been happening.
I said Thunder are going to win the championship. So in my heart, I just want to see the Lakers win because I want to see LeBron win another ring. But I think Thunder. I'm still going to stick with Thunder, pretty much moving through and probably moving it through. Bro, honestly, they win in 5 or 6 games. They
That's not
absolutely blow this thing
ridiculous.
off. And
That's
when
not
does what's
ridiculous.
his name return for the Thunder? When does their other All-Star player? He plays small
Williams?
forward. Yeah.
Williams,
Jalen
Jalen
Williams.
Williams.
I
I'm
think
not
he's supposed to
sure.
come back this playoffs, or maybe not this series. I mean, do they need him? No, not really.
Yeah,
But
it's exactly what I was about to say. They're so good. They're
But
so
if they do
deep,
get
don't
him-
need 'em.
if they do get him, though, that team's unstoppable. But I think Thunder wins in 6 or 7 games, or 5 or 6, 7 games, whatever. Timberwolves versus Spurs. That's a good series. Honestly, I have no idea who I would want to pick for this series.
It's going to be interesting to see how Wemby handles Gobert, and I want to hear how you guys think that's going
And
to go.
Randall.
And even you want to talk about a guy like Nas Reed, even.
Yeah. I remember him in the playoffs last year. He was a dog.
I think Ant's not 100%, and I think the defense on San Antonio is just ridiculous. I think it's their year, and they got a date with Oklahoma City in the conference final.
I think without Ant, they don't really have a chance. That's my opinion. If they had Ant, they would have a chance, but I think Wemby and them are gonna take an advantage of them being without Ant, and they'll win in 6 or 5 or 6.
Wait, so Ant's not fully healthy?
I
think he's going to be playing, but I think he's recovering from something.
Is
I
his
think it's
leg?
an MCL sprain or something,
Yeah, that's
or like
tough.
a hyperextended knee, something.
Questionable
No, Taylor
for
was-
game 1.
And that game's in San Antonio, right?
Yeah.
San Antonio's such.
Yeah, I think if they don't have Ant, they don't have a chance. Because who else is their other point guard? Fucking what's his name? The old fuck.
Dosuma.
Oh, I thought they had
the
that
guy
other
from
guy.
Chicago. Yeah, they got him from. They traded Rob Dillingham for him.
That's what
The rookie. I think Spurs. Yeah, Spurs. They're too good. They're way too good. I mean, not even just about Wemby. Fucking De'Aaron Fox and
oh my god, yeah,
what's his
their
other
whole
name?
roster.
The rookie of the year. What was
Castle.
his name?
Stephon
Castle. Yeah, Stephon Castle too.
And they have
Bro.
Vassell.
They have
Yeah,
Vassell. Yeah, they have a great team.
Yeah.
Keldon Johnson. Yeah, they have a great deep squad. I like their team.
Yeah.
We'll see though in round 2. We'll get back to that. Moving away from basketball though, I know you guys didn't want to talk about golf, but we did talk about the Masters, so we're gonna talk about some golf. I know you guys don't watch golf, but the Cadillac Championship was today, and Cameron Young absolutely dominated the field. Went minus 19, and by the way, this course wasn't.
That shit the Masters though.
Well, yeah,
Couldn't
but
figure out,
this course wasn't easy though. And what really suits Cameron Young, though, and I think if anyone's watching that is a golf addict or whatever you want to call it, that he plays really well when it comes to hard courses, but he plays really not as well when it comes to easy courses. So he's very good on the mental game. And bro, he was in front 6-7 shots in the lead. Scotty gets second again with minus 13. Cameron Young moves a little bit in front when it comes to the FedEx standings. And your boy Matt Fitzpatrick, by the way, won the RBC last tournament, Logan. So put a smile on the face and put your arm down.
Matt Fitzpatrick.
Your boy, he was one. You did say he was going to win the Masters, but he was one ahead. I think you did. You said you wanted him to see him play good or whatnot. So he did play better than in the RBC.
Whatever you say.
Am I casual or something? Who is Jacob Bridgman, guys?
Jacob Bridgman he's a young kid, but that dude he's good. He played really well in the I don't know if it was the Players Championship, but there was one thing I forget. I don't think it was a Players Championship, but he played really well one tournament, and he's just been out like he's just been in competition when it comes to just putting himself in good positions.
He started out hot. Yeah, turned pro.
He started off really
2023.
good.
This kid has a chance to maybe be something here soon. All right, let's bet
really
on
good.
Bridgman.
He's really good. He won. I think it's Tiger. Doesn't Tiger? I think Tiger has a tournament or whatnot in the FedEx Championship or in the FedEx or whatnot. And I think he won that tournament. I think because he has one win on the season. I forget what win that is, but yeah, he's really good. Yeah, no, the Genius Invitational. That's what he won. Yeah, he won that. He went minus 18 in that, and he's been pretty much in the top 20. What did I say?
I'm pretty sure it's the Genesis. I'm 99%.
Oh, the Genesis. Yeah, you're right. What did I say?
Genius.
Yeah, that's better. We should change that name to that. But yeah, all of his other wins have been he's been tied for like in the top 10, top 20. So he's been doing pretty well. Logan, any F1 updates?
Yeah, well, I mean...
They were just in Miami, but you didn't watch it.
Why are you going to be on my ass about it, bro? I took a nap. My bad.
In the United States, and he doesn't watch it, but he watches all...
I was up late last night. I was doing stuff before the race, and then it got into a groove. It got into the calm part, and then I fell asleep. But Kimi Antonelli, with his third win in a row, third pole converted to a win. That's the first time anybody's ever done that in the history of F1.
Is he the next Max Verstappen?
He might be. He might actually genuinely be the next Max Verstappen. I mean, dude, George Russell, I think he finished fourth. So, I mean, Kimi is getting a gap to him. Like, we talked about how this break might hurt Kimi. I actually do remember this now. That we talked about it in the episode. Would this break hurt Kimi? No. Kimi came out of this break even like almost stronger than he was in the beginning of it. I mean, what I saw from the highlights, I saw that he was in the control of the race for most of the race. I mean, yeah, he let it go in the beginning. That's pretty much the trend with Mercedes, that at the starts they lose their position, but then they get back ahead, and once they get ahead, they sort of check out. This race was a little bit closer. You had some more overtakes. You had some more midfield fights. You had people getting disqualified. Max Verstappen was getting a little bit feisty. He spun in the beginning of the race. I do remember that. Yeah, right off the start, Yeah, right off the start, he spun out. He kept it going. He wasn't, like, bad. I mean, he didn't get hit or nothing. So, I mean, he just dropped a bunch of positions. Then he got way too aggressive and was banging. He might have banged wheels 4 times with 4 different people on the first lap. I mean, that first lap that we saw was one of the greatest first laps in, like, the past couple, like, years, really. I mean, that was the first time it was really interesting. But, I mean, I feel like Kimi is just establishing that this is his year. I mean, of course, there's other people that are getting into contention. I mean, the gap has narrowed. McLaren's getting closer.
It looks like
Red
McLaren
Bull,
really did do good with the break, too.
Yeah,
It looks like they really came out of it good.
McLaren finished 1-2 in the sprint that was this weekend. I was at work, so don't clown on me for not being able to watch that. But they did finish 1-2. So that's good momentum for them. They're getting back up there. Red Bull, they were battling Mercedes for pole position. Max Verstappen started second in the race, so it seems like they might be getting the kinks ironed out of that car. But bottom line is that the gap is shrinking to Mercedes. They have to, and they're expecting their upgrade package in Canada, which is a little ways away. So
Their upgrade package? What is that?
yep. That's whenever they put the upgrades onto the car.
What it sounds
Caleb.
like.
Oh, shit.
That's
So-
yeah, basically what it sounds like. So yeah, they're not expecting that till Canada.
And that's
I
mid-season?
don't want to...
Yeah.
Next
That's
race.
a-
Bro, where does Kimi
Yeah,
come from?
no.
This dude is 19 years old?
It's Italy.
Where is this
Italy,
kid
yes.
Where does he
Italy.
come from? Did he just, like, they just pick him up on the street? Like, where...
So,
No, well, basically he was a fucking prodigy in karting, and then he comes up into the single seaters. They basically bent the rules for him to get into F1 earlier because it's the super license shit with being 17 or 18 or whatever, and he technically got signed when he was 17 and all this, and so he is a prodigy, and he's showing that the risk that Mercedes took on signing him, everyone said it was probably a wrong choice. Whenever he made his debut in FP1 at Monza, he took one corner and fucking crashed the car. And everyone said, "Oh my God, you guys fucked up. You made a bad choice with this kid." But Toto Wolff said, "Look at the data. He took the corner the fastest anybody took it that weekend, and he never lost confidence in him, and he is showing that confidence that he put in him is paying off. Every single time that Kimi tries to get down on himself, you watch it, and you see Toto acting like a father with him. He believes in this kid 100%, and to be honest, I feel like he believes in him more than he ever believed in George, and he is giving the attention that George wants to him, and that's gonna be we're gonna see a little bit of spiciness coming out of George later in the season if this trend continues. We're not gonna see George playing friendly teammate with him. I don't think so.
Feels like that's 90% of the beef in F1 now is not in
Yeah.
between teams, but it's all inter-team,
Yeah.
which is almost all self-inflicted. Logan, you talked about it a little bit there. We got Canada coming up here soon with the upgrade packs, but then you have coveted Monaco.
Yeah.
Early eyes to watch for Monaco.
Oh, early eyes to Monaco. I mean, obviously the two Mercedes.
Question is, are you
Mercedes,
going to watch it?
Yes, I'll watch it, dude. But
Cool.
I mean, the Mercedes are obviously number one. I think, to be honest with you, it would be crazy to see Kimi Antonelli win the Monaco Grand Prix in his second or third attempt. I mean, like, that would just be insane. And I think I'm 90% sure he'd probably be the youngest person to ever
I was
win it.
actually about to Google that. Who's the youngest person?
Yeah.
Actually, Lewis Hamilton at 23. So
He would still beat him. He'd still beat him. He's 19 right now. Or he's 20 right now. But that would be sick to see. But, yeah, him, George, Max is always going to be in there. The Ferraris. And honestly, the McLarens. I think it's pretty much wide open for pole position, but the race pace of the Mercedes is just so much better. But at a track like Monaco, it does not matter. So whoever
Yeah,
gets
there's-
that pole position is
yeah.
going to win that race. But
I
it's
was gonna
wide open.
say, is there any adjustments to the track this year, or similar same
No,
as last year? So
they'll never
that pole
adjust that
position
track.
is pretty much who you'll see
Oh, yeah.
probably at
Well,
the end winning.
I don't know for sure. I can't remember if they did it. I can't remember if it was like, I honestly can't remember if it was last year or the year before that where they tried to instill the mandatory 2 pit stop thing, and then it was like, oh, Mercedes
I
was like, yeah,
remember that.
fuck that, I'm not gonna do that, and blah blah blah. I wonder if they'll still keep that rule because it really didn't change anything, like in the grand scheme of things. So, yeah, I mean, I just think Monaco is one of those races where it's like we go there because it's historic and because of all the prestige behind it, but in reality, there's nothing you can really do to change it or make it more exciting. The exciting day is Saturday. The exciting day is qualifying. The race is just more or less the epilogue to it.
Is Monaco like just like the Super Bowl of F1,
Pretty much.
I guess?
It's the
Yeah.
Daytona 500 of
Yeah.
F1, yes.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the upgrade package though, does that just give like, are they the only team that gets an upgrade package, or how? Like,
Well,
how does?
every team supplies their own upgrades. Every team manufactures their own car. It's not like IndyCar or NASCAR where it's a stock car thing where every car is the same. Every car is built and manufactured by the team. So,
Okay.
So like, McLaren can make an upgrade and put one upgrade on the car every single week, But Mercedes can wait to put a big package on in Canada. It's just whatever they want to do. It's a different
I get you.
strategy because they're thinking, oh, our car works right now. We might as well just wait. So, but that could hinder them in the long run if like the other teams do catch up. But I think it's still honestly a smart strategy. I mean, the car is fine. Kimmy
Yeah.
really likes it. It's working. You're getting pole.
3 wins, right?
You're getting 3 wins in a row. Yeah, I think right now they're swimming. They're fine.
Yeah. That's gonna do it for this episode 5 of BurghTakes. I didn't say this in the beginning, but please subscribe. Please follow our Twitter page, our Instagram, and our Spotify, so you stay updated on all the posts that we post. And yeah, we'll see you guys in episode 6. I'm Caleb. He's Maz. He's Logan. Peace.
See ya.
So yeah.